estimated that 2 million people will gather today in 30,000 of these events, hosted by 40,000 volunteer organizers. And we're a small part of that.
Whether we like them or not, whether they are corrupt or not, does not negate our responsibility to fervently pray for those in authority.
The day of the Lord is great. It is dreadful. Who can endure it? Even now, declares the Lord, return to me with all of your heart, with fasting and weeping and mourning. Rend your heart and not your garments. Return to the Lord, for he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, and abounding in love.
We have been blessed again and again. America as a nation has been blessed over and over again and again. But unfortunately, we have some things we have to deal with. Because we as a nation have become a nation of people who speak a big word, but we don't always follow through. We are a nation of what I would call hypocrites, because we say one thing, but yet we do not follow through.
Teach me your ways, O Lord, that I may live according to your truth. Grant me purity of heart, that I may honor you. With all my heart I will praise you, O Lord my God. I will give glory to your name forever, for your love for me is very great.
And I think Philippians 4:7 says it better than I can. It says, and the peace of God, which passes all understanding, will keep your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And one of Ed's favorite quotes was, the greatest gift that we all have is that God gave us is the power to choose. Ed talked about that all the time with the young people. Choosing right, what to do, the right things on the weekends with your friends, with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever it might be. And really think about life is like 5% what happens to us in life, and 95% of our life is responding to those things. How could you do that to my father? All Dad ever did was to encourage him and believe in him and do everything he could possibly do to try to help him make some good choices in his life. And this is how Mark repaid him. Aaron shook his head trying to push those thoughts away. Oh my God, what am I thinking? You said in Romans 12:19, it is mine to avenge, I will repay. You know what the worst part of this is? This is Aaron speaking again, thinking, you know what nearly makes me crazy? If Mark Becker turns his life around right now and asks the good Lord to forgive him and save him and ended up going to heaven tomorrow, my dad would be the first one in line to welcome him home. And if I know my father, he's probably talking to Jesus right now about Mark Becker. He's probably asking the Lord to give him another chance. I can't think of a better or a greater victory over death and over Satan than if Mark Becker would truly confess and ask Jesus to come into his heart and be saved. I kind of related to one of the greatest acts of forgiveness that the world's ever known. We celebrated a few weeks ago here at Easter time, Good Friday and Easter, when God sent his only Son to die on the cross for each one of us. And he did that at a time where we weren't really worthy, and we still aren't worthy. But God did it anyway because he loves us so much. And to die the horrific death that Jesus died for us just shows an incredible amount of love for us. And I think about, I've got a 13-year-old son and a 16-year-old daughter. And I think, could I send my son to go die for somebody else? And a lot of you guys are parents out there, and I couldn't do it.